It's loading. Okay, now it has my actual microphone.
Oh, did it change to like the shitty default one?
I don't know. Alright, we're back now.
Or so back?
And you listen to the stream and see. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, did it
1, 2,
change to
3.
like the shitty default?
Okay, yeah, we're good. Alright, we are live in the pre-show memes for another amazing week of Dorohedoro. We're getting there with the series. I
You're in
think
there.
after this week we're gonna only have 4 more weeks left of Dorohedoro.
I've already done my semester before that happens, chap. We're thinking our sweet time, right?
Well, I mean, 2 volumes a week. And there's 23 volumes, so what do you want from me?
Nothing, buddy. I'm just playing with you.
But don't
Doing
worry,
one.
I'm getting questions ready for the quiz.
Ah, we're fucked.
You guys can remember all the details of all 23 volumes, right?
No,
I believe in you.
that one's COVID.
Somebody has to. I still don't understand why Discord, not Discord, Twitch. When I go onto the Twitch thing, my bitrate thing is like red. But
That's just Twitch being Twitch on a.
and it says
Never
unstable.
mind.
Average stream bitrate too high. What does that mean? What did I do?
I don't fucking know, man. You're doing too good quality. That's the problem. Or some shit. I'm not a
Like
wizard, Harry.
Twitch average stream bitrate too high.
I don't know why you asked me. You could just Googled it from the start.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking it out loud. God damn. I don't need this fucking bullshit attitude from everybody every single time I bring something up. All right? I've had it.
What?
I say, hey guys, we're having book club tonight at 8 o'clock. Keep in mind, daylight savings happen, and then I'm already catching shit, and now I come on to stream, and I'm like, huh, isn't it weird that it still says unstable for my bitrate, and now I'm catching more shit, for no fucking reason. These are innocent fucking things, alright? Fuck off all of you, alright?
Christ.
Nobody understands my struggle, okay?
Anytime I got your Joker moment. Anytime now. Waiting to set off. I'm all here for it.
Just here's is 6K bitrate too high for the average viewer to tune in if no encoding options available? Blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure whatever settings I have it set towards the stream rate you're supposed to for Twitch. Let me see here. Streaming. What is my bitrate? My bitrate is 6,000. I'm pretty sure Twitch's guidelines. Pretty sure it was 6,000.
Was see this is our Lord Savior year of
They wouldn't make it
2024.
lower. They would make it higher.
What are you talking about? Of course, we make it lower.
Why? No, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
This is Twitch we're talking about. Things aren't supposed to make sense.
Yeah, it is 6,000. I'm not wrong.
Okay.
So again, tired of catching all this fucking shit when I'm right. I'm tired of it.
I wasn't saying you were right or wrong. I'm just saying
6,000 kilobits per second. Okay, 6,000, and I have it set to 6,000. It says 6,000 CBR for the rate control, and I have it set to 6,000 CBR for the rate control. Okay, I have it set exactly per the guidelines. All right, and still, I catch shit from Twitch.
Of course. Let me Twitch without it.
It says the average stream bitrate is too high, and when I hover over it, it says it's 6,014.24. Are you really gonna fucking Say it's unstable
Yes.
if I'm 14 bits over it? Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
It affects nothing.
Unfortunately.
It changes nothing. It literally does nothing.
That's 14 bits too many, chap. By God, you're gonna be punished for your crimes. This is gonna be a good pre-stream, eh?
Try lowering it to 6,000. The warning will disappear. It is at 6,000.
I said it's 6014.
Yeah, on my settings end, it's at 6,000.
Oh, okay, but like in execution, it's actually 14 over. For some reason, it seems really dumb.
It's not even really a hard cap they have. The actual highest you're allowed to put it on Twitch is 8,500. These are just the recommended
Okay.
specs. There's no fucking reason for this. Pretty sure it won't do anything. Because it hasn't been doing it because it's been like that for several weeks. But
Okay,
I don't
so
understand why they label it as unstable.
once again, Twitch was designed by Benman. That's all I can say.
Alright, where's all the Dorohedoro gamers? I'm going to start pinging. People are getting pings now, alright?
Damn it.
I'm going to start pinging. Nobody can stop me.
Start blasting. Now there's pings everywhere.
Boom, boom. Tweets out. Pings sent. Links distributed. Apple Watch notifications sent.
Is there even call tweets anymore?
Yes.
Okay. So called tweets for some reason. Okay, you know, it makes sense.
Well, everybody else calls them tweets.
What are they supposed to be called? I'm curious.
I don't know. Posts?
Okay. I mean, I guess that I guess that could have been worse, you know. Could have been X's. Then the fucking riot would happen then. But you know.
It says resolution 1920 1080, 6,000 kilobits per second, CBR 60 or 50 FPS, key interval frame 2 seconds, preset quality, B frames 2.
50 FPS.
All of this is set on my end. All of it.
Alrighty. And Twitch is still giving you shit.
I don't know. I guess so. Okay. Where is everyone?
Okay,
Justin
well, I
won't.
know Ninth
Shit.
said they might be late.
Justin won't be here, and will probably be late. Where is Miko? And we gotta see if a miss is gonna be here this week. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're waiting to start. So really, I should have this image on the stream. There you go.
You know what? That is pretty good. There you go. We're fixing up the layers. Look at you go. Oh, do you have apple pie this time?
I do not have apple pie this time. I don't have any snacks this time.
Okay.
I had pizza earlier.
No. I have spaghetti.
Hello.
Welcome.
Okay, sure. I guess Nyan's here early with everyone else. What the fuck? It's insane.
You're
I
all
walked
late in
faster
my
than-
eyes.
And I put my Domino's order in ahead of time, so
Wow.
Oh, Domino's.
I didn't have to wait for it to cook.
You
Domino's
didn't
even good?
ask. You didn't ask what we wanted from
Not really.
Domino's.
Well, okay.
No.
I'm not taking mid pizza, chap. First of all,
Listen,
Domino's is just what we have available on campus.
listen. Domino's sucks, but if it's free,
I'm not taking mid pizza. Even if it's free.
listen, it's free. Can't
Like
beat it.
you guys, I have standards here.
You're the taxman. You should know all about the value of free. Come on.
Look, if it's bad free, I'm not taking it. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you try saying that when you're filing your taxes, all right?
I was doing that. I was filing taxes.
Yeah, did you ever think,
Should've
well, this is the
seen me.
this is the bad free. I don't know if I like this free. Well, this free isn't up to my standards of free.
Look, okay, it's like, look, free is like propaganda. If it's not good, then why take it?
What? I don't even understand the logic with this.
It's a callback to you bringing up some propaganda earlier, and so like, Shadow, it's Mega Man propaganda. Take it. I'm like, no, that's even bad propaganda. What the fuck?
Listen, whatever I said was correct. I don't even remember what I said or the
No.
context of it, but it was correct, okay?
It
That's
was
all you have to know.
propaganda for the shitty ass Mega Man mobile game. What the fuck?
Whatever I said, I was correct. So,
It was you or not.
I feel so sorry for that person that bought all of the Familiar Zero Light novels. They said they only paid 100 yen for it, or like
yeah, because they're on a
each
trip
novel or
in
something.
Japan.
But like, still, it's still sad.
But they're having a fun time. Why you gotta show people having fun? You ever heard of
It's
fun?
Familiar Zero.
You ever heard of fun? Maybe
Yeah,
they
I was
like
about to say,
Familiar Zero.
as somebody who's reading the Familiar Zero novel, nobody who's happy with themselves reads that.
Wow. That's what we call being toxic and a hater. So,
I don't know what you're talking about, Chad. Okay, it was
You
Oh,
know.
no shit!
Of course.
wow.
Hi.
Oh, speaking of haters, look who we got here.
Is Say just gang up on Chap Day? Because if so,
I know you
I'm all
guys
down
talked
for
about
it.
it. I know it
True.
happened last week, so you guys obviously talked about it already, so I'm gonna say it. Thank fuck Natsuki is dead. Thank
Damn,
God.
spoilers.
Oh my
bro.
god.
Spoilers!
I mean,
Come
we
on.
talked about it last week, but bro, spoilers.
Come on. What if people are just here for the pre-show, not
Yeah,
the-
what if they didn't watch
Yeah.
last stream, okay? What were they supposed to do?
No. What if they just watch for the pre-show, not the actual content?
Oh, yeah, because
That's
our
fair. I feel
pre-show
like we do
content
have a couple
is...
people that do that.
Do we actually?
We had somebody who did or hung out for pre-show because of
Oh,
time
yeah.
zones. They couldn't do the full thing with us. I have to go
They
get
sh-
ranch for my pizza. Hold on.
Gross. Why would you do this?
I'm sorry, what?
Fuck you.
Ranch for your
confused now.
Domino's pizza. That's even worse. There's layers to how
It's
bad this is.
ranch.
I'm not even gonna start with you, Shadow, okay? Asking a question like that. I don't even know where to begin with you these days.
I know the place. What's going on here?
I don't even know where to begin with you, Shadow.
I have questions, Chap. Questions.
So, people watching the stream be like, he's trolling, right? Surely he's trolling. No, Chad, he's not trolling. He legitimately doesn't know what ranch is. He doesn't know what so many things are. He didn't know what a mozzarella stick was.
He doesn't know
He's
what
been over this.
ranch is?
He does not know what
Could you
ranch is.
explain?
He thought it was the place.
I actually had a really funny interaction with Shadow when I was doing my Minecraft last week because my friend that I do Minecraft with, Cass, also had a Canadian in her chat. So my roommate brought me Panda Express, and I was like, oh shit, thanks for bringing me Panda Express. And Shadow was like, what's Panda Express? And I was like, oh, they must not have that in Canada. And somebody in Cass's chat was like, no, we have Panda Express in Canada. I don't know what he's talking about.
To be fair,
Oh my
I haven't
God.
had fast food in like the past like 5-6 years, so you know.
Wow. Well, I was gonna say we can begin, but now Miko has deafened, so don't know what to do about that. Guess we wait. And Miss is not going to be joining us, and Justin is also not joining us, so it'll just be us four. Whenever Miko decides to return, we can begin.
All right, we were trying to figure out like what kind of Canadian it was. I remember that. That was a funny bit, Ion.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what kind of Canadian you are.
Not a real one.
We checked off French for sure.
Oh yeah.
We also crossed off redneck and midwestern.
Again, eventually we're just going to find out you don't even live in Canada and you haven't realized
I-
it. You live in like
I
Indiana
do.
and you didn't even know.
This was volumes 15 and 16, right?
Yes. I hope you read it.
I did.
No, it's 17 and 18, Ion. You absolute
Oh
fool.
fuck. I might have to go then.
Hold up, I gotta read real quick. Hold on, just give me like an hour or two. You guys can start without me. I'll join you guys when I read all this stuff.
You're
Where's my
probably not
backpack?
gonna read that fast.
I actually genuinely had to write notes down for one part because I got really
You
confused.
specifically read 4 volumes because you weren't here
did.
last week, so.
I read all 4 volumes today. I think I started at like 10:30 and finished at 4. That was all I did.
Damn.
Well, that didn't work, but
You see, I was actually
Damn.
worried because I'm like, oh yeah, I could probably join the stream, but like I won't probably be talking that much because I have work to do. But I got done. That was cool.
nice.
Hi,
Hello.
Ari.
Hello, welcome
Hello.
back.
I was trying to talk and I realized my thing wasn't turning green. I had to fix that.
Oh, I just
I mean, it was
assumed you
plenty
weren't
quacking,
talking
I
yet.
heard.
I assumed you were only going to talk to us through soundboards until we started. Was my assumption.
No, I unmuted.
Usual Ari
Uh-uh.
behavior.
I unmuted and I tried to talk and nothing came out.
Did you try to say anything about the fact that Shadow didn't know what
Mama,
ranch
please,
was?
I don't want to die.
Yes. I was trying to say, listen, Shadow is an alien. I know that there have been like a lot of UFO reports going on recently,
Yep,
but
true,
like
true.
they need to be looking at Shadow.
Okay,
Canon.
True.
okay though.
Like-
I still want to know what the hell ranch is though.
You know, you can go on that journey yourself, okay? You can figure
Shadow,
it out.
I'm sure you could go to your refrigerator or your cabinet, your pantry cabinet, and find ranch.
If you
Right
keep your
now.
ranch in your pantry cabinet, we need to not be friends.
Well, I mean, like when you buy it and you don't open it, idiot.
Yeah.
Or just don't buy it.
If you store dry goods in your pantry, we can't be friends.
Ranch is not a dry good. What?
How dare you
see
store
now. No,
food?
I don't have this. I don't have this legitimately.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what
That's
I'd say
okay.
too. That's what I would say too. If I just wanted to act like I don't know what anything is at all times, you know?
I just do.
I just cleaned the entire kitchen today.
Yeah, sure thing.
You're not getting my case with this.
Yeah,
Fuck
sure
off.
thing, okay? No. I'm not taking this shit. You guys are always on my case. Every time I try to say anything, it's always bullshit from all of you. I'm just like, hey guys, we're doing an anime book club tonight. It's at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Make sure to be careful because the time zone changes. Oh, time zone change. Oh, how many fucking hours is that? List the fucking hours. I'm getting shit on every single time I try to be helpful to people. Okay,
how did you do that time zone hour command? Because that was really cool.
That's actually annoying. It's a Discord thing. You can do a Unicode time or Unix timestamp. I forget what it it's a specific like timestamp thing. That's you have to look up like one of those converters online. You get a timestamp code, and then you just put it into that through like a thing. I can send you it later. Okay, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's annoying, but I got to work. Anyways, are we ready to begin?
Mm-hmm.
I have one question.
Okay, what's up?
No.
Okay, is it Eastern time or Eastern Standard Time? Because I know they're both used interchangeably.
Okay,
Which one's
there
correct?
there is Eastern Standard Time. There's Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I just say Eastern Time. ET. I just say Eastern Time. You
Eastern
guys can
Standard?
figure
Okay,
out the
fair.
other details
Fair,
depending on whether or
fair.
not we have daylight or not. Usually, if you look up Eastern Time, it will give you what is the actual correct time here on the East Coast. Usually, so
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm the only one where the
understandable.
confusion between standard and daylight time fucks people up. Because if you look up mountain time, it gives you mountain daylight time because that's what the rest of mountain standard time is in. So I actually have to look up Pacific time in order to figure out my time.
That's why I had that problem with Rowan before. I gotcha. Understandable.
all right,
Shout out to Roan. Honestly, he and I should go out for drinks.
all right. It's
You
time to
live in the
begin.
same-
Time to begin. Are we ready? I'm gonna start this.
Yes.
One. Okay. Welcome everybody to another amazing week of the Anime Book Club. We're here again with Doro. This time it's volumes 15 and 16. We've been at this this is probably our 8th stream now, so that's like 8 weeks we've been doing this, and I think after this we have 4 more weeks of this, so we're getting through this. Now, let's start as usual with talking about each of the people that we have here today. There are 2 people who will not be joining us who usually have been. Justin will not be here, and Amis will not be here. Maybe they'll be here next week. I don't know. We'll see. But we got these 4 here today, so let's begin with Arimia. Introduce yourself.
Oh shit! I forgot that I'm doing a weekly recommendation. Hi, I'm Arimia. I like shonen shit, and every week I've been doing a weekly recommendation for a manga, but I don't know what to do this week. So I think you should go read Dungeon Meshi. You know, Delicious in Dungeon Meshi, whatever you want to call it. The anime is currently airing right now, but the manga is also still a very good read, especially if you really like the anime. I went into it thinking it was a slice of life, kind of RPG type thing about cooking. It is for a bit, but it's very much a character-driven drama. It gets very good and does a lot of twists you wouldn't think it was going in that direction. But it is a very solid manga, and it's fully finished. So if you like finished manga like me, I love some ongoing manga right now, but I need stuff that get done. You know, Dungeon Meshi is done. Go read it. It's good.
If you're watching this, you probably like finished manga because that's all we've been doing.
Wow. Amazing. Okay,
That's
thank
what
you so much
attracts
for that.
rules.
Yeah, it usually. I think except for when we were doing the like first 2 volumes thing, then it was like anything could go, I guess, with that, because it was only the first 2 volumes. Anyways, thank you so much for all of that. Next up, we have myself. I am Wolfborg, aka Chaplain, aka the most best opinions when it comes to anime. All right, don't worry, that's my official title. Okay, it's on my birth certificate and everything. Very much certified from that at birth. Okay. The host here on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, and your mom's Apple smartwatch. You know the deal. It's getting sent to all of them. You can find them. I'm places, okay? I'm on the places doing the streams. Now, recommendations for me that I would say, I have 2 things I want to say. 1, a manga, Cypher Academy. It is from the Monogatari author. The only thing I caution you with it about is that the Monogatari author is a lunatic. In terms of Cypher Academy is supposed to be about insane puzzles, which are too insane because of how fucking crazy the Monogatari author is. Nishio Onisan, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's so fucking crazy, the puzzles, that the main protagonist has to wear these glasses that give her like basically hints or cheats at how to solve them. And it's like insane stuff that was so crazy that it caused the first translator of the series to just give up on translating it, and they had to transfer it to somebody else because they were just like, I can't fucking do this. How do you expect me to do this? And when you read some of the panels, you will understand why. So, but apparently it is a complete series now, from what I'm told. So you can go in and you can read all of that. I believe that's through Shonen Jump, so you can read that there. Now the other thing I wanted to quickly mention, anime. Go watch Bang Dream My Go. I'm doing a rewatch of it, and I'm remembering how fucking great it is. You don't have to watch any Bang Dream anything to get into it. It's good. It's fucking great. I'm not gonna say too much because spoilers, but once you start watching it, you'll enjoy it. Okay, just give it a try. You'll like it. That's me. Thank you. And next up, we have Nyan Bacon.
Hey, what's up? I'm Nyan. I have all the correct opinions about Familiar of Zero, which is that it's bad. I don't recommend it. But I ended up talking about this in a class today. Genuinely, if you're okay with
wait,
ecchi,
in like a school class or like?
yeah, in a school class, but like it was an art studio, so you were talking among peers, not with the professor. And it wasn't Familiar of Zero. It was actually worse.
Oh boy.
I genuinely, if you're okay with ecchi, I genuinely, wholeheartedly recommend X-Arm. If it wasn't for the fact that it was
Hell
ecchi,
yeah.
I would say that we should read it for Manga Book Club because it was actually a really good read. Ignore the anime, fuck the anime, okay? The manga, fan-fucking-tastic. That is
Hell
all.
yeah. Well, the manga at
Oh.
least didn't have the unfortunate circumstance of being a what was it called? Just fraud for a limo company. So
Where was it actually? Like legitimately?
I mean, it seemed like it. There's no proof other than
That's the
the
theory.
producer being a limo company and the anime being not anime. In terms of like how things are moving, I guess. But what do I know?
Define not anime.
Listen, you've seen X-Arm. You know what I mean. Okay,
I have.
listen.
I feel like the best way to explain X-Arm is that it's Ruby, but worse. Which is saying something.
Damn. Listen, I think that limo
Isn't that
company is
bad?
still running. I don't think Rooster Teeth is.
Ooh,
Just saying.
no.
I think. Listen,
I think they're actually doing better.
we
all
do
things
a little
considered.
limo money laundering. Okay, no big deal. It's fine.
Yeah, maybe
It's okay.
Rooster Teeth should have done some money laundering of their own.
True. All right. Thank you so much for that. Do you have anything else you want to say before we move
Money
on?
laundering.
Nope.
Okay. Amazing.
Oh wait, yes, sorry, I lied. Stream snack today is Domino's.
Sad. Low energy. Next up, we have Shadow.
I'm Shadow Man V4. I play games on Twitch.
Wow, that's all he does. 24/7.
Okay, not 24/7. That's okay. Look, I play Yu-Gi-Oh games, but not that crazy. Okay.
Damn. Right,
And
yeah.
a thing to recommend. Play One Step from Eden. Unoriginal, but you know.
All right, don't worry. Downloading it right now. I'm ready to go. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up this week. And now let's begin with Dorohedoro volumes 15 16. Before we get started with that, though, Anne was not here last week, but they have read volumes 13 and 14. Do you have
They
any
have some
thoughts you want to
thoughts.
immediately bring up? We already know one thing that you were
Thank-
cheering about. Okay.
Thank fucking God. Oh my lord. I know that she's like probably gonna come back because of fucking course she is. We saw that there was a cover, like a chapter cover with N coming back, so like I wouldn't be super surprised if she came back. But the death scene, so satisfying. Oh my god. I was sitting at the desk at work and I thought I was gonna burst out laughing. She was like so surprised. It was so funny. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm glad that bitch is dead.
She was like, "Oh, the boss is here, and he wants me. Oh, hell yeah!" And then she's just fucking dead.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
And then they start
Perfect death scene. Yeah.
genocide. They do a little sorcerer genocide after that, you know.
Just a little sorcerer genocide. Honestly,
But-
so valid.
But she had a power. They found out she had the cocoon defense power though before she died. Any
Yeah, it was
thoughts on
fucking
that? Or...
useless.
What do you mean useless? It was like an overpowered ability
insane
for them. They were like, "This is insane magic." Actually, the boss is actually gonna murder her for it as soon as they find out she has it. That's
Yeah,
how good
like
it is.
useful
That
for her,
reptile
but
DNA didn't work.
I'm just saying that
it's
if they
great for her to be a
decided that
bodyguard.
yeah, right. But if the attacker decided that they just wouldn't attack her, they go attack one of the others, and she sits there useless.
That's not how that would work, but okay. What I don't
Yeah,
understand
actually,
this. It's
that
just,
would
oh,
work.
this person has very good defense magic. That means they can't do anything else? What do you think she does when she's a cocoon mode? She just stands there and dies?
She did.
I mean,
most
yeah,
things
that's what
there.
happened.
No, that is not how she died, and you know it. Now you're just making shit up, okay? You're just out here gloating because Natsuki died. But now, it's all come full circle on you, karma motherfucker, okay? The very end of the newest volumes, we saw...
I genuinely thought about saying that I was gonna quit Manga Club and like not come to stream today. I was so upset.
The big ending cliffhanger for our stream was Fujita dies, or very likely is gone for good. It seemed pretty permanent, like you were
For
saying.
now.
seemed
It
like
seems pretty permanent.
I
But,
don't
I mean,
know. They did-
With this manga, there could be ways things come back, but I don't know. Some of the
They
ways
do
that
have
they were
Judas,
having him
they
go
have
out.
both Noi and Judas's ear right now. So
Right.
also, they did mention one way for invisibility to go away.
Oh, there's things. Fujita
Like,
has a
pretty
whole.
explicitly.
He's got a whole adventure going on. Okay, he's been turned invisible.
That was
He's
it's
sent on this.
Vegeta's big adventure.
Yeah, it was a nice little chapter for him to find out what was going on with him. I had completely forgotten he was invisible and spying on them for a while. I was like, wait, why is this chapter opening with a vase randomly getting thrown around? Was that the boss's magic? Now that he's a meat pie, he's still able to do magic? How did that vase go
Maybe
flying
that
around?
was him.
Nope, that was him the whole time. He was there. Yeah, I mean,
Incognito.
I figured he was gonna stumble into the boss when he was doing one of his transformation things. I didn't realize he was gonna stumble into him when he was summoning world-ending rain to the sorcerer world. A lot happened, okay, with Aikawa / the boss.
was
What?
that him or was that the demons?
So that seemed like
devils.
it was from him specifically killing himself.
Okay.
Because whenever he before when he would lose his head and switch to a new head, they would leave behind a lot of like black gunk or whatever. Like it's kind of like oil. The Tamba people said, but it's essentially supposed to be their blood. I had assumed Aikawa trying to kill himself to stop whatever the fuck he is from like continuing, summoned this fucking horrid rain or whatever, because then soon after he did the whole big morphing transformation thing into the giant amalgamation of like tubes and like gas mask situation he's got going on.
What the fuck?
There's a lot going on with that. His new look. Okay?
Players this.
He's looked better, okay? I'll say that. But listen.
That better days.
He's a big force to be reckoned with. Everybody's confused about what the fuck he is, though. They're like, is this the boss? I don't even know. He kind of acts like
I am too. Like, what the hell?
He kind of acts like a confused Kaiman almost, who's just in a giant hulking body now.
It's the Kaiman layer, okay? It's coming back.
Because they're just like, he just keeps trying to eat everything. What? Don't eat this trash. What are you doing? Like literally trying to eat
Don't eat
trash.
the
in
straw
your
He's
body.
hungry.
And apparently, the giant hulking
Have
mess.
some gyoza, man.
The giant hulking mess is like spewing out black powder or black smoke or whatever everywhere it goes. And other cross eyes find out about this, and they immediately try to betray and kidnap him to like use this. Specifically, one guy whose name was like Yasuda. Something like that. He didn't last very long because our boy Fujita was there. He saved the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At the cost of
My boy.
his life. Oof. But now, more importantly to talk about, I think, okay, is the star of our thumbnail this week, Nikaido, in her new advanced forms.
I'm so mad about it.
Ooh.
I'm
Why?
so upset.
What's wrong?
What?
I don't know. I think it's stupid.
What?
What?
What do you think is stupid?
I think that it's dumb. I like
What is
her,
it?
the fact that she's a devil, she's becoming a devil, or like obtaining devil attributes. It's so chosen one. Ew. Stop.
What do you have against devils?
What?
And what? Wait, hold on. Okay, all right. Couple things.
What?
I will say, okay, it's just funny to me how what's his name? Kawajiri Asu? Yeah, the devil friend that she has there has been, because you weren't here for us last week when we were talking about, but he's essentially putting her through all the training a devil is supposed to do.
Mhm.
But he's like, this won't turn you into a devil though, because this isn't certified. But it's like, obviously it would still do it. You just wouldn't be licensed.
Season. No, it's not the right season. You know, you gotta wait and get
Not
in line.
certified.
You gotta do the paperwork.
Got fire taxes.
But the thing about that is it seems to be tied towards also her time magic thing too. Because we learned more about that these two volumes, where she opened it up after they did another time thing. Actually, this was afterwards. They opened up their time thing after they saved her friend, who I thought they were gonna go check up on her, meet up with. They just didn't. They're like, yeah, she's alive now. Anyways, moving on. Don't know if that'll ever become anything later on. But she's like, yeah, I saved her, so I'm content with that. So it's like, okay, whatever. They finally sit down and open up the fucking thing once they go back down to the hole after it starts raining and all that shit. And they see that the inside looks almost like a fucking like revolver chamber, like a gun. There's like 5 giant like gun shells, one of which is cracked because they just used it to save the other person, and then they use it again later to save not save, to find out what happened with Kaiman that day and Risu. So we know more about that situation, the truth behind that day. But
which is when I had to pull out my notebook and write down what was going on.
Yeah.
I got confused.
The important thing is
Small Johnson.
The important thing is right now the assumption is that Nikaido can now only use the time travel ability she has 3 more times. And then afterwards, I'm assuming that means she can never use magic again because that thing is powered by a lifetime supply of her magic or black smoke or
And she can't even put out any black smoke anymore.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we get 3 more time travel memes out of this. So I'm glad at least we don't have like an. I'm glad we at least don't. I would prefer it if it did have that actual time element to it or like timed use, because I did not really want a character to have unlimited time travel abilities. But although it does confuse me though, because she had said prior that she had tried a bunch of times to save her friend when she was younger. And that's why she got traumatized about using it again, was because it just kept screwing things up. I don't understand, one, how she was able to continuously do it before in the past if she didn't have the finalized version that she has now. But that's whatever. The other thing is the limited use thing. Why is it that now in this final form it has a limited use, but before it seemingly didn't? I don't understand that. But
I guess the first one was just more random, so it's like, fuck it.
Yeah, because she wasn't able to control where she went with the first one, at the very least.
Maybe she
like the
can
very
make multiple
first
of them. Once she's done with one of them, she can make a new one.
Come on.
But it takes another lifetime amount of magic, or black smoke.
True.
Time to pull on the helmet again.
But the second use of it, so her devil progression, right? She did the training. They put the headset thing on her. She had the nightmare sequence. Then she sprouted the horns and started spewing out a bunch of smoke, and then got the machine that she had now. Then using the machine caused her to eventually become even more so of a devil, where now she even has a tail. And now, Asu's like, all right, this isn't a fluke anymore. You are just legit becoming a devil. I don't understand why you're becoming a devil. This isn't certified. It makes no sense. But
It's no shit certified.
You're becoming a devil. And it probably has something to do with the fact that the amount of magic she has to use is probably also doing something to her body as a part of that. It's something that the devils probably know something about too. The devils definitely know new things that were going on with Aikawa, because we had the question last week of why did the devils not seem to want to do anything in response to En's death. They were all pretty chill with En. They liked the relationship they had with En. It was a whole nice thing. And yet when En dies, they didn't really seem to want to interfere or talk about or do anything at all. But now we see in this volume that they clearly know and have known for a while about Aikawa, or whatever's going on with the boss amalgamation. And they've been waiting, at least Chinomura has, for a very, very long time for whatever he's becoming. So he's the big bad, giant amalgamation of a shit ton of different powerful sorcerer devil tumors and causing rain and shit. But I don't know if any of them know necessarily about Nikaido and her time thing, and I don't know if maybe I don't know how much power or influence the devils have towards choosing who becomes a devil, because there was a whole certification process and training methods and stuff like that. But I don't know how much of that is also just stuff that's granted to them by a devil like Chinomura, who's watching things from home. Because that also might be the case with Nikaido. Or it could just be that people can just naturally become devils, much like humans could actually. Some humans can technically use magic if they open up certain veins.
So I think that the only reason that Nikaido is sort of able to become a devil at this point is because she's completed one of the first processes of the training, which is not using her magic. She can't use her own magic anymore. She can expel her magic, but she's
Right.
not the one that's actually physically using it. So
Yeah.
I think that a lot of what my idea is that a lot of what the devils do for the process is more of just formalities, because it would inflate the population of hell, obviously, if they made a lot more devils. But naturally, it wouldn't come to sorcerers because they wouldn't just like choose to go through the process, because not using your magic would get you killed in the sorcerer world.
Well, so I'm confused by what you're saying with that, because it sounds like, at least from my experience, because even Risu at some point's like, maybe I should try to become a devil. So it sounds like anybody who's a sorcerer, at the very least, could try to put themselves on the path to do it. They just usually don't do it because of the either strain of it, or they're not powerful enough for it, or, you know, like you said, they will probably die during the time period where they can't use magic and stuff to that effect. But
Yeah.
it did not seem like it's some... Well, so it doesn't seem to me like it's something that sorcerers can't naturally do, which is why I still think it's funny that Asu's just at first like, you can't be becoming a devil now. This isn't certified. It's like, well, maybe people could be fucking unlicensed devils. I don't know. So the one thing that I do, the machine, right, that she has is created by her magic. She can't use her own magic anymore. And yet her tail coming out only happens after they do the time travel thing. So something about that is still correlating with her, even if it's not directly using magic on her end anymore, is my assumption. Right. But I don't know exactly if it's just the fact that because the way the time travel thing works is it shoots out a shit ton of smoke on like both ends of it. And maybe just the fact that she's basically like basking in a shit ton of her own magic smoke during that time period might be having the effect on her body, and it's like a lifetime's amount. So I don't know. Maybe it's something to do that. But I will say, I fucking love her psychotic devil form moments here. Okay, because we literally get the opening sequence Nikaido real. Okay. Psychotic cooking show, making a shit ton of gyoza, all right, using her devil powers to make a shit ton. The two people there just go into food comas from how much gyoza they make. They wake up and there's still a shit ton of bento boxes around them, and then she breaks out of like her devil gyoza like mode for a bit, being like, oh shit, what did I do? Oh my god, why is there so much gyoza? All right, well, we got to start selling them now.
So is this where the opening idea came from?
I can only assume, because it literally looked like parts of it were the opening sequence, but she didn't have devil horns, pretty much. I was like,
yeah.
So,
like, I mean, this, and let me find the panel.
You know, this is an impressive, very impressive place to get inspiration from.
Yeah.
Like,
yep. I'm gonna show that one on stream, but yeah, you definitely. I definitely got that vibe immediately once I started seeing those panels. I took a couple screenshots. I'll see if I can find them to pull them up here. But yeah, it's literally like comedic mode. And she's literally, as soon as she goes into this mode, she looks at Risu, who's like having some like existential crisis about shit going on between his internal like battle with him and his memories of curse, and who's Kaiman, who's Aikawa, who killed him really, like all that kind of stuff. And she's just like, it's time to have some gyoza. You want some gyoza, don't you? He's like, but I'm not hungry. Shut the fuck up. You want gyoza. We're having gyoza.
Eating gyoza, and you can't stop
it. You can't stop it.
It's gyoza time. No, Nikaido, no, stop. Yeah, so I don't know.
I also,
yep.
And part of that scene, Asu, I have the panel up. Risu's just kind of like, what the hell is she doing? And Asu's like, sudden outbursts of violence, frank, outspoken speech, high movement speed that's league above a magic user's, positivity, and creativity. These are all the first symptoms of demonic metamorphosis.
Yes, of
I think
course.
the last two are a bit different than what I
No,
would have
no,
imagined.
it's accurate.
Okay.
No, it's accurate. It's
Yeah,
accurate.
Yeah, because I feel like I agree based on how Haru behaves. I totally
Yeah.
see it.
Listen, okay, you gotta be careful, all right? If you start being positive or creative, you might be becoming a devil.
I feel like this feels like such a weird condition, but makes sense in this world somehow.
Listen, you know how fucking miserable that world is, okay? Kaiman has fun
Actually, hold
with
on,
it,
you're
at least,
right.
but
Well, I suppose he's having the gyoza.
that's true. He has the gyoza. She's just churning out the gyoza. Kaiman wishes he was there now.
Well, no, she's making him that extra good gyoza, okay? The kind that can destroy your brain, apparently. According to this.
It's real good gyoza, all right? Listen, like I told you guys several streams ago, okay? This manga's sole purpose is gyoza propaganda, and it's working on me every stream. It's working.
It's
That's
not
why my
working
name's
on me.
Gyozaborg now. We gotta all get gyoza at some point to celebrate it, okay? But
Okay. The real question: steamed gyoza or fried gyoza?
actually, I've had gyoza
Delightfully
before. I don't remember if it was
devilish.
steamed or fried though. I don't remember. I think it was fried.
Y'all are all fake. Go get gyoza right now. I'm calling
I
an end
told
to
you. Yeah, I
Dorohedoro
know.
Book Club.
Listen.
No, we're ending it right now. Everybody's gonna
Listen,
go get gyoza.
Listen, I'm going to Anime Boston at the end of this month. At that time, I could go get some
You
gyoza
can
with
get
my
gyoza
brother.
before that.
Why would I do
Okay,
that?
go get with your brother. That'd be nice.
Yeah, am I not
Get
allowed to go
steamed
enjoy
and get
gyoza?
fried, and then report back to us.
Oh, okay, all right. So I gotta record myself doing it now. Okay, all right. I'll bring the camera.
No, I said report back to us.
I gotta record it. That's fine.
Hide 4K.
It's
60
fine.
FPS.
Anything for content, you know. It's fine. Anyways.
Okay, no, not anything.
Anyways, I like the advancements that she's got going on with her outfit too. All right, I like it. Okay, I like it. It's good. She's got psychotic
It's fine.
fucking devil eyes now. She's got the horns. All right, she's got the gyoza cooking leather fucking outfit thing going on. I like it. It's cool.
You
It's a
forgot
nice
the
look.
tail.
What?
They paid a special attention. The fact she gained the tail, chap, and you forgot it.
Yeah, was I supposed to? I'm talking about the outfit.
Okay, whatever.
What? Listen.
Got for her eyes.
Listen, again,
Whatever.
again,
okay.
like I said at the beginning before you even started, I'm tired of catching all this shit when I'm saying positive fucking things. Fuck all of you, all right? God damn.
Hey now.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, now.
What do you got to say?
Well, we're all friends here.
Were you about to say something, Miko?
No.
Okay,
I'm a hater.
so
But I
yeah,
think
we know.
For something positive, it actually is really cute that Evasu loves Fujita so much that she was able to overcome the power of the optimism hairpin to shed a tear at the thought of him dying. Okay, that was cute, and I'm upset.
It's impressive.
I'm fighting my
I-
internal brain injury to cry, please.
This is some impressive technology, okay? Evasu is on some advanced tech here.
Can I also say how, like, I feel like a lot of the human deaths, not the sorcerer deaths, but the human deaths have been relatively realistic in how they die, like how quickly they die. That last guy who was trying to put his brain back into his head, that was weird. I felt like that was a little atypical. I guess maybe because he was a cross-eyed and he was using black smoke. But I was like, wow, that's a lot even for this one. Like trying to push it back into his head and it causing his one eye to roll back. That was funky.
Just put it in. Just put it back in.
He's
no
fine.
problem.
It's
Just
a flesh
push it
wound.
in.
It's just a flesh wound. He'll be fine. Once he gets access to all 70 devil tumors inside of the boss there, it's all good. But unfortunately for him,
True.
Fujita was there to save the day. Which
And also die.
his adventure, okay, was a very interesting look into how not cool parts of being invisible could probably be, how inconvenient they are.
Yeah.
Where
I find it.
yeah.
No,
You
I was
find
just
it?
gonna say I find it interesting how basically every type of magic in Dorohedoro just sounds painful and just not cool.
It's great, honestly.
Listen. Listen. He's just like, all right, I thought being invisible would make this easy, it'd be cool. Turns out you
No.
can't like see things that you usually see. Like you can't see your own fucking hands to know where they are anymore, or your feet,
I
or your
never-
nose.
You see your food?
Yeah,
I
you-
never
Like,
thought
that's
about the field of vision thing until
Yeah.
he said something. I was like,
That's-
oh
that's
shit.
insane,
Like,
honestly.
wow, that's weird.
Yep. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I think I had watched a YouTube video at some point that was trying to go into why invisibility as an ability would not be great. I think it was
Sucks.
mostly, it would be mostly in reality, if you're invisible, you also can't see anything. Would be the big thing with that, I think. But
Oh,
there was reasons
fuck,
for it
yeah.
that I can't exactly
His light doesn't
remember.
bounce off your eyes.
Right,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, because if your eyes are invisible, you also can't see anything. Was essentially the,
Could you
the
imagine
thing.
seeing a pair of floating eyes, though? I feel like that would be worse than being invisible. Like, that would scare the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Oh, but you also see like the insides and everything too. Besides with the
Listen.
eyes.
But we also found out Sho
Straight.
has another ability. He can erase memories as well. Has it already been used? They can't remember. They
Find
don't
out.
know.
I don't know.
Maybe. I think that immediately upon finding that out, Noi and Chin were like, have you used that before on us? This is bullshit. Why the fuck did you have that
Yeah.
ability?
What are you doing?
He's like, N would sometimes just have me remove shit he didn't like anymore to see in his head. Like if he's like his enemies or whatever. He doesn't want to think about them anymore. So I just kind of got rid of that for him.
So valid.
Oh, but that's the
Also-
class side though. No, that was stuck in there permanently.
He wanted that. He wanted to keep that, okay?
On the topic of Shoal, I like his character. He doesn't really have much of a character right now, but it is nice to have because he is essentially the in-family leader now.
Right.
But he's also very plot, like he drives the plot, it feels. To me it's nice to have somebody that's very focused and he's basically the straight man of the group.
Yeah.
Trying to
I was gonna
keep-
say he's a lot like the mindset that Katsukabe has, minus like all of the research.
Yeah,
I can see it. Yeah.
the deranged aspects of
Yeah.
Katsukabe.
Remove the drain, just
Which we
yeah.
saw a little bit of here, okay?
I love him, but
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, on the topic of the Kasukave derangement stuff, okay, he finds out Aikawa's big secret, discovers that yes, this is in fact I Coleman, the guy who he saved,
yeah.
and immediately upon seeing his deformed science experiment of like 1 million sorcerer heads in his room becoming a giant amalgamation thing, he's like, let me help you. I can help you with this. You'll let me help you, right? He just kills him anyways, though,
He's
tries to kill him.
terrified for like a second, and then
Yeah.
he's just like overjoyed.
He's like, this
So
is
full of shit. Hold
fascinating.
on.
I could get so much data with this. So much more
So
info
yeah,
about
I see why
sorcerers.
Haru likes him so much.
Haru's just like, all right, you fucking idiot. I guess I'll bring you back to life.
Yeah, like,
Don't do
stop.
it again. You fucking idiot.
Thank you.
And like Haru like knows what's going on too, and is just not telling him to. She knows more details. She's just like,
I
just
don't
stay
think
away
she's
from him.
allowed to.
Yeah, she's probably not, because she'll probably get killed by like Cheetamora or something if she does, or something
Yeah.
bad will happen. So,
No.
but the devils definitely know something's going down. And like I said, the rain that starts, and it's supposed to almost never rain in the sorcerer realm, because most of the time the rain goes down to the hole, because it's actually created from all the black smoke being used by the sorcerers. But the one that happened in the sorcerer world seemed like it was caused by Aikawa trying to kill himself to stop whatever weird entity he is now, and it seemed to have caused a massive raining across all the sorcerer realm, which, even if you weren't in the rain, had a very negative impact on you. I don't know if it was psychological or if it was also physical, but like all of the sorcerers except for like Shin were like out of commission as soon as it started, even though they were underground and not being directly hit by it yet. They were like hurting in the head. They could not do anything. I think Ebisu passed out. Noi soon after collapsed. Everybody else is not having a good time except for Shin, because specifically he's half human, so he was able to resist whatever bullshit he was doing. And
human benefits.
Everybody seemed to has moved down to the hole now. I feel like the rain, even though it was like random, was more just a plot device to get our cast down to the hole for various reasons. For what seems to be getting closer and closer to the conclusion, as even Nikaido says, it seems like everything's coming to a head pretty soon. So we're getting pretty close to the big ending stuff. The revealing whatever the fuck Aikawa is now, whatever the devils supposedly know. What weird thing is going to happen to Nikaido after she uses her thing a couple more times, probably. A lot of stuff. So what?
I'm trying to realign events in my head. So we saw Aikawa's sorcerer organs get ripped out, right?
Yes, I forget who did. Oh, that was when they go back in time. Yeah, that was Curse who pulled out. That was when they were Risu was first killed by Aikawa, and then the Curse went to go tear out his organs and take everything from him. That's what sets in motion the creation of Kaiman. Yes.
Okay, so that's what I thought. So this is all, I'm deviating from talking about what happened and going into speculation. My assumption was that the weird tar bathtubs that Aikawa comes from inside of his own head were byproducts of all of the different sorcerer's organs that he would have been using from Katsukabe. Did anybody else have thoughts on that? Or do we think that Aikawa wasn't human to begin with?
I feel like Aikawa was human up until the doctor did that experiment stuff with him. Or when he did something to himself, I forget. But I feel like at some point he was human. But once he did something to himself to try to become a sorcerer, he became something different. And the more devil tumors and black magic he gets into his system, the more weird things are being done to his body. So I feel like he's like a super duper Omega Frankenstein of a bunch of different sorcerer black magic, and the nature of all the magic is doing weird things like spawning organs and shit that's not supposed to be there, is what I'm assuming, but I don't know.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. The other question that I asked in the Discord was, when he's cycling through all of his heads, and at first, before it seemed that he started sprouting extra ones, it seemed like he was cycling through different lives that he had, right? So it was as the boss, it was as Aikawa, and those were kind of the two that he was going through at first. Before it switched to that, like, decrepit one, when he was in the straitjacket crawling along the floor, was that I, or was that something separate from I?
I think that was I Coleman. I Coleman is what I'm assuming was the original person that this whatever.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that was them. But I also thought that I might have been whenever you. Is the Straight Dragon one also the one that was like half a body? There was like the one that's like half a body and it's like talking like sploops. I had assumed that was also I Coleman, but like with the top half cut off for some reason. But I didn't remember if that actually was the case. But I don't know. But,
I don't know.
But I do agree. I believe that I Coleman was one of the original figures that we saw, and that he was probably the original human version of whatever they are now. Potentially as a result of Kasukabe stuff, potentially from his own kind of experiments as I Coleman. I don't know. But I also wasn't sure whether or not that I Coleman's grandfather actually was his grandfather, or if it was more of like an adopted situation from, I don't know, just finding him or whatever. I also wonder, now that we've had the Kaiman, time travel event to like see things, and like in the process of doing the time travel, they've closed a loop almost about like the guy who had Johnson seeing Nikaido there. I wonder if they're also going to at some point inadvertently cause whatever creates Aikawa or whatever he's called, I Coleman's situation, or maybe they try to go back and try to kill him, and as a part of this, things happen. I don't know. That's a theory I have, because whenever you introduce a time travel device with these things, and you even have evidence of a loop getting closed that didn't make sense before, of like some elements of it, you might expect that to happen again in some kind of way. But we saw evidence that with the first time when they go back and save that person, that it's not a guaranteed thing. They can go back and actually make meaningful changes. So it's not like they go back and all they're doing is closing a loop, which was a whole thing with Steins Gate, where certain devices only closed a loop, whereas others seemed to, at least, certain devices closed a loop while others could actually make meaningful changes in the past. So this device seems like it's capable of both, but they made it a distinct point in this chapter of telling us it is closing a loop as well. So I don't know. There could be a shot in my mind that they could also be something that causes Aikawa to become what he is in some kind of way. It could be a thing, but I kind of don't want it to, because I'm tired of that kind of thing. We actually created the bad guy all along through time travel shenanigans. I'm kind of tired of that at this point, personally. So I kind of hope that's not the situation, but we have like 3 other shots at it, so one of them might be we have to go back and try to kill Aikawa before he becomes this, and then it causes that, and then they have to do something else. I don't know. We'll see. We have plenty more volumes to check out to see. All right, what else do we have here? Risu. We have Risu's story. What are our thoughts about Risu's story that was going on? Don't everybody speak at once.
I'm glad that Risu has kind of calmed down now.
Yeah.
He seems very much like he knows pretty much for a fact that it was Aikawa that killed him, Kaiman, whatever. But
Whoever
he
the fuck.
seems much more grounded and less flighty now, which I like. He seems much more to go with Asu. He seems much more capable of listening to Asu and Nikaido, which I'm glad to see.
Right. I will say, I did think at times he was sort of acting like Kaiman used to at times.
Yes, that's what I was right about to say. He's he's filled in that role of Kaiman now, and he is kind of growing to be kind of like him, which does make sense because Aikawa was his best friend,
right?
And Aikawa Kaiman, so it makes sense that he would act like somebody he was very close to,
right?
A little bit rubbed off onto him.
I did also find it funny and like coincidental that like I've had the realization both Risu and Aikawa are like, not only are they best friends, potentially more from implications that we had earlier. Okay.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Oh yeah, you were here last week. Yeah,
No
so you
doubt
caught that
about
too.
that.
Yeah. Okay. They're partners. Okay, Shadow. They're partners. All right.
I understand what it just means partners.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I'm a Shadow.
Don't worry about it, Shadow.
Don't worry. It's just like ranch. You don't know what it means. It's fine.
Wait, hold on. When I said partner to my friends, that means something different. Wait a minute.
Listen, in the context of how it was in this manga, it was there was an implication with it. Okay. Anyways, now
I don't know what you're talking about.
What I was saying is, not only are they friends / partners / whatevers, and knew each other pretty well, they also were both discovered that, at least, that they have multiple personalities. Both of them do. Because Risu does have a second personality. Curse is not just evil version of him. It is a separate version of him that has its own memories and is deliberately not telling him shit and will sometimes take over and freak the fuck out over things to like try to like get revenge for the original person. So in some ways, Risu's ability is super cool. Because if somebody kills you or tries to hurt you, it will like be your bro and will get them back and like destroy them and take everything from them. In other ways, you can't fucking control it. So if it turns out you want him to stop and to chill the fuck out, he's not gonna stop. Okay, he's like, he fucking tried to kill you. I have to murder him. I have to take everything he knows and loves.
Baby, come on, let me do it.
And like he has a methodical process about it too. It's not just like, well, my rules say I have to kill him and then I'm done. And then he's like, the curse would say to himself, well, I killed a version of Aikawa. That means I'm done. No. As soon as he's like, wait a minute, that person I didn't kill, I tried to kill, is still alive. No, I have to freak the fuck out. I have to go kill him again. I have to murder him again. Like, because when he goes to try to kill Aikawa, he's like, okay, I have to steal all your organs now, taking all those, eating all that. I'm going to take all this powder you have, which was unfortunately, that was the unfortunate thing that caused him to not be able to finish the job, because he ended up, it caused Ebisu's jar of smoke to get opened at some point, which Ebisu's magic took over the body of Aikawa, which also absorbed the curse at the time, and it was blocking the magic afterwards. Because of whatever properties related to Ebisu's thing, or the fact that it was a spell upon the body now. So the fact that the curse had to take everything because that's a part of his thing, that caused the creation of Kaiman in a way, because it caused the smoke to come out. It kind of looked like headless Aikawa opened the jar, but that can't be what happened there, right? You can't be headless and opening fucking jars, right? Right? Listen, I don't know. But whatever the results were, Kaiman was created and Curse Risu was trapped inside of the jaws of Kaiman. And
for the jar.
Yeah, and now they know everything has happened. But like while they're watching the scene happen, Risu's like explaining things, and Nikai's like, how do you remember all this now? It's because it's Curse. It's Curse is slowly taking over the body as they're watching. He's like, oh my god, he's still fucking alive. I was thinking to myself, as soon as like Risu was freaking out next to her, I'm like, Nikaido, why did you bring him? When you know he has this Curse sicko mode thing going on, okay? He's gonna fucking try to
sicko mode.
He's gonna try to kill Kaiman.
He's gonna fucking morb.
He's gonna morb. He's gonna morb right now after he already morbed in the past. Okay, we're gonna get double morb. I thought
morb all over him.
I thought he was gonna freak out, what I thought at first was gonna happen when they went back in time and Curse was brought with Nikaido. I thought it was gonna be actually Risu wasn't gonna curse or even be in the area at this time, but because Nikaido brought Risu back, Curse infected him at that time. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But we didn't go that route, which I'm kind of glad for. But yeah, meanwhile, like whenever Risu's at home with them, he's kind of like, what's the term, moody, or like just really depressed all the time. He's like troubled about the fact that like, one, he's like, okay, now I know my best friend betrayed me and I have to, like, my curse wants to kill him. And two, he's like, I don't know what I can do about that, but like also he just doesn't know why Aikawa had to kill him to begin with. It feels like there's not a full understanding on his end yet, that Aikawa has multiple personalities going on with him, and that he's just assuming just the boss always was Aikawa, and so Aikawa just wanted to betray him for some reason, and he doesn't know why. But the reason being, Aikawa probably didn't want to do anything to Risu. It was the boss / other personalities that wanted to kill him and steal Risu's curse. They didn't want to steal the curse, I guess, because why would you kill him and then the curse is coming after you? Because like, if he was trying to steal the Devil Tour, maybe he wasn't able to. Maybe he discovered trying to kill him that he wasn't able to steal it because now the curse is coming after him. Because I know he was in a rush. He like ran to that alley where Kaiman was discovered as an attempt to escape Curse. But Curse showed up from that door anyway, so it was like, oh, well, this is fucked. This literally did nothing. But thanks for trying, Dokuga. I'll see you guys in a few months.
Use that
Was it 6
DNA
years?
real quick.
It might have been years. I don't even remember, but it was a while.
Been in bed, okay? The boss, he's been gone. A little MIA.
He's been gone. And then as soon as he showed up again, he like disappeared for a while, and then again in the last volumes that we saw last week. But also
Fox is
he's
on his own schedule.
I almost forgot. He started off as a meat pie in the first volumes of this.
Oh yeah.
How did they turn it back? They found a notebook with Chota's like diary readings about to end. And from that they figured out how to use Chota's magic to bring to undo a curse that's done onto somebody. So they did that for not the boss at first. They did it for their other friend who was turned into a half meat pie, and all he could do was say pie, and they had to revert him because he knew where all he knew where all the other smoke that they grabbed was stashed, and from that they could probably like get noise magic to reverse it. So there's
I don't remember
there's layers to it.
if they used a diary for the recipe, but I know that they found Chota's magic in En's trash can because apparently Chota wrote him a love letter with his magic like every morning, and En just threw it out. So that was kind of funny.
And so I read the bonus chapters. En tries to almost run things in hell when he shows up there, because I guess it makes sense that when people die in the sorcerer world, or probably in the human world too, maybe a little miniature version of their soul probably shows up in hell for eternal damnation, of course. So the people
are just really big, actually. You know, what with that?
I feel like the devils, because like the devils are like Haru size. Haru isn't like gigantic. She is bigger than Kasukabe, but like
okay, yeah, I guess you're right.
But you know, people like Haru, they're because like when we saw Asu become not a devil anymore, and it looked like they were unzipping a giant, I had assumed that they were for a second like shrinking him down to like hell sized. After reading this chapter, but I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense because then he just shows up back at the hole or back in the sorcerer world. He's like normal sized. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they are just really big, or maybe anybody who goes to hell is actually very tiny unless they're a devil. I don't know. But En shows up in the bonus chapter, and the devils are like looking at like, well, what's the little funny guys in hell doing? What's the little funny victims doing? Oh, En's there. He's trying to rile them all up. Well, we don't allow them to fucking rise up here, so let's interrupt that real quick. I was surprised at En showing up in hell in the bonus chapter. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Somebody can show up in hell? Does that mean people can figure out a way to go to hell and get somebody back and save them like that? But I was like remembering, wait, this is a bonus chapter. This is not going to amount to anything except for memes.
Yeah.
So
I think Chap read the bonus chapter when I didn't, because on the site that I was using, they had the first volume, they skipped the bonus chapter for that one, and I was like, oh, we stopped doing bonus chapters, so it was just a bonus chapter I didn't read.
Wow. Yeah, no, it was about En running shit.
There's one about En, and the other one was...
I read the second one.
What was it? I don't remember off the top of my head.
I wish I could tell you. I did just read for like 6 hours today.
One of them was about the devils and En showing up there. The other one was about Nikaido's training, I think. Oh yeah, it was Asu trying to get with his inner roots of helping out others. Yeah. He was like, let me help out Risu. Risu's always fucking depressed. How about I go talk to him? Every single time he tries to interact with him, he makes things worse. He's like, you know, maybe my life would be better if I tried becoming a devil. Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to do that, buddy. What did I do? Why is he upset at me? I was just trying to tell him reality.
Brutal.
And Nikaido's just like, hey, maybe you should not do that. You're fucking torturing him. He's like, no, I'm not torturing him. I'm just trying to help him. What do you mean? And then he's realizing, like, well, maybe I am still like my devil self, I guess, even though I'm not a devil anymore. But because the devils just want to fuck with people. His internal thoughts are just like, you know, the type of person Risu is, I'd want to drive him to dying personally, but as a devil, I mean, but not now, of course. Of course, now I want to help him, but
of course not.
Not now, of course. Yeah, fun little bonus chapters that we had going on there.
I mentioned something in the first bonus chapter.
Yep.
You can see Matsumura, actually. He's there.
In hell? Oh, boy.
Yeah. I didn't catch that.
But I do keep... every time Fuji's just like, I have to do this for Matsumura, I'm like, really?
Man's long gone.
I understood Matsumura had some kind of a bond with him, but I was like, we're not a single thought about Ebisu in any of these encounters. It's always just, I have to do this. I have to avenge Matsumura, to like things that have nothing to do with Matsumura.
It makes it so much more important to me. It makes it so much more important to me when Noe is always like going to save Ebisu, like picking her up from the bath and stuff. I'm like, oh yes, other people care about Ebisu. Wonderful. Because fuck knows Fujita ain't gonna do it.
Listen, he's busy trying to avenge Matsumura, okay? He's busy. And also,
I think
Ebisu,
right now he's trying to avenge Ed, but
well, listen,
yeah,
right now, Ebisu.
He's got a checklist.
Listen, we got a lot of people to
and
avenge.
Ebisu's at the fucking bottom.
Hey, Ebisu's out here just laughing at him. He's like, yeah, we could do it without him if he went and died.
Well, now she's crying.
Listen, okay, listen.
It happens. See that, okay?
Listen, Fujita did what he could to bring Ebisu back to life when she fucking died. All right, he had to do everything to try to convince Judas Seer to do it, and then it turned out nothing he did actually meant anything towards that, because Judas Seer was just like, so we're gonna play, right, Ebisu? We're gonna play, right? Why aren't you moving? All right, you're moving now, right? You're alive again. There you go. Yeah. So we had the underground place where the Ends group was in. Started flooding later on, I think, from the rain. When they like woke up, they're like, what the fuck is all this water or whatever? And I think it was from, or maybe it was just because Noi and Ebisu were trying to take a bath at the time. Because I had assumed once it started raining and all these people are underground, I'm like, this place is about to get flooded, and they're all gonna fucking die from drowning underwater.
100%. Yeah.
But apparently it wasn't that bad for them. Maybe it had to deal with whatever situation that they had set up for the underground system. But Shin was able to survive long enough to be like, all right, we're teleporting out of here. We're going to the hole. And then everybody goes to the hole.
And he was holding one of them in his mouth.
I also liked how Aikawa turns into this giant weird fucking thing. And Dokuga and the boys are just like, huh, he looks like he's trying, big guy there looks like he's trying to go through the door. He's a little too big for the door.
Trips.
Are you trying to go through the door, champ? You trying to go through the door, champ? You want to go to the hole? Oh, come on over here. We're going to take you to the hole, buddy. We'll take you to the hole.
So fucking funny.
They have no concept of what this fucking thing is. But
well, and the total 180 from them being like totally like worshipping and kind of afraid of this big guy to, wow, this thing is fucking stupid.
Is good. Is good. Dokuga and the boys. All right. Little journey. I think. Did any of them die? I felt like I saw one of them die.
I mean, you know.
No, because there was the one that got turned into the pie, and then Dokuga got shot.
Oh yeah, Dokuga got shot. Yeah.
By a big gun.
From the one who was betraying them. But he's back though, right?
He's the one that they. No. He's the one that they think is dead. He's currently at the hospital with the cleaners and the group, but like he's just kind of like eternally bleeding out right now.
Yeah. And
as you do.
They're just literally bragging to him in front of him like, yeah, so we've had a spy among you the whole time, okay? He's the one you've been sensing every now and then. He's like, shit, damn it, god damn it, you guys really did? Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, and he's cut up in the bathtub, so he is alive. I forgot.
Yeah,
he's cut up in the bathtub right now.
Yeah, because of Shin's ability.
Like, he got his kidney
They could still be alive if they're cut up by Shin. He could choose to keep them alive while they're cut up, so I'm assuming that was what, But, what else did we have going on there? So Dokuga's still alive, betrayed by that one guy who found out Aikawa's new body is leaking out black smoke everywhere it goes, and he's like, we can make a shit ton of money off this. Gets a bunch of them to like
strikes again,
pose as monks so that they could walk up and just shoot Dokuga and then drag him away. And then he immediately just kills all those other people too, because fuck you guys, I want all the smoke for myself, all the money. It's my capitalism, baby. I don't need you guys here. But Fujita,
I'm going with the monopoly, not you guys.
Fujita's like, listen, I'll take in all the black smoke, okay? And it turns out it's way, way, way too much for him to handle. Blows up his
who could have seen that coming?
Yeah, right. Blew up his fucking arm trying to shoot the guy, and then the guy isn't even dead. He's like, "Oh, my brain's falling out, but I'm still alive. Fuck this. Who the fuck shot me?"
He said like, "Oh, it's too much. I literally just like miscalculated my fucking aim."
Yeah, there's somebody in chat said there is something going on with Kirion too, right? The girl works for Tamba. Something, I don't know what was going on with them. It kept like alluding to like something weird going on. I wasn't sure what was happening. They mentioned that they were acting weird, like they knew something that was going on. Is Kirion supposed to be a devil? Like I don't understand because it happened when the rain was coming down. The rain was coming down.
It happened when the rain was coming down, and I know Tanba said something about thinking that Kiriko was the one that moved the vase, I think. So the second one was Fujita. I don't know about the first one, but if the second one was Fujita, that makes me wonder if the first one was also Fujita. But I don't remember.
Fujita was given certain rules that he must follow while he's invisible. We forgot to mention because the
didn't
rules were
follow them
important.
whatsoever.
Okay, the rules were
No,
important.
no,
okay?
he followed them.
He followed them.
He
as much
followed
as
them
he
pretty
could.
closely
Mostly.
for a little bit.
He's not supposed to break anything. What was
Make any
it?
sound.
Make any sound.
And don't breathe.
And don't breathe.
I don't think that was.
No, I don't think that was the rules. But it was something like
Well,
something.
he literally said, "Don't breathe."
well,
I'm not kidding.
Listen, all I know is there was like some rules where he interpreted them as I can't even eat because it would violate removing something and destroying something by eating something.
Like, I literally have
And
to.
he's like,
though.
but listen, I have to eat. I have to disobey. It's not like the rules were like something that would negatively hurt him. It was just like rules for his mission to like make it easier for him so he doesn't screw up. So he was taking them a little
rules to
too
make it
literally.
safer for himself. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was
These
like too
weren't like the
literal.
time travel rules.
He's like, how am I supposed to eat? I know. This guy just dropped some chips that look like the color of the ground. So I'll eat these chips and then I'll just lie on the ground as I digest them so that people
I'll
don't
take this
know
potato
it.
chip and eat it.
Which honestly is smart.
Base.
Here's another thing I want to bring up about invisibility magic. Food can go inside of him and we can see the food until it's digested. However, his clothes are not invisible. What's up with that? Shouldn't he technically have to not be wearing clothes?
No, his clothes are invisible.
His clothes are invisible.
No, I'm sorry.
Think it was
I'm sorry.
anything
What I mean
show-
to say is his clothes are invisible, but they shouldn't be because they are not a part of his body.
Well, no, I think
said it
it's because
backwards
Sho
there,
put
but-
on the magic was just on whatever was on him at the time.
Yeah.
That's how I interpret the magic, at least, is that
Also how I
when-
interpreted it.
Yeah, when
Okay.
Sho cast the magic on him because he was wearing those clothes at that time, that also became invisible. But the food, even though it is entering his body, that wasn't with him when the magic was cast, so it's not included in the invisibility. That's why, like, when his clothes get dirty, he can just wash them off, but the dirt is visible. That was
Right.
not part of the magic.
I don't know. In my mind, you eating something and it still being visible is like a problem. If you're assuming the body as a whole will still be invisible due to the magic, because at that point you're making like the skin itself and the organs inside invisible. So I'd imagine anything inside of it would also be invisible.
I think they say it's transparent. I think that's the word they use specifically.
Okay.
I think that part, the food part, is mainly just the writer quirk of trying to make everything sound just terrible. Just always trying to make it
Right.
you
Make
got
it
invisibility?
inconvenient.
Yeah, you got a power of invisibility? Don't worry, I'll make it very inconvenient for you.
Okay, all right. I
I'll
understand.
make
honestly
you not
tracks.
want it.
Actually, speaking of Ian taking a potato chip and eating, it's actually the reverse of Death Note. And I think about it.
True.
Because when Ryuk eats the apple, it disappears. But here, it's the opposite.
True. There was a whole thing. Okay, all right. So I understand that now. I was a little confused about that because I don't know, maybe my anime science brain is just like, why the fuck is that? I was thinking too much about it. Okay, I'm supposed to just assume the goofiness of it. So I understand. Because I mean, once I'm seeing Fujita on the ground being like, this is how I have to digest these chips that I have to live off of. I just have to lie on the ground while I digest them. It's like, okay, all right, we're doing
on the
this.
ground. Sure.
Which is kind of insane because I think that like digestion takes like 7 hours or something.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a lot.
It's a whole thing. So I understand.
Could you imagine
Okay.
laying in the dirt while people walk around you for 7 hours? The odds of you not getting stepped on, I feel
exactly.
like are pretty low.
I was worried about that. I was like,
It's
bro, why are you
insane.
lying on the ground next to these people? You're gonna get fucking stepped on. Something's gonna happen. It's not gonna be good. You're gonna get run over by something. But okay, so what else do we got here? I felt like there was something else I was gonna bring up. Was it about Fujita? Fujita was like Fujita was like watching them the whole time. He gathered all the information of what's going on, pretty much. Although he
did pretty good. I'll fix
was
it.
confused about the stuff he gathered, but he understood it at least. All he has to do now is meet up with them. But unfortunately, he is bleeding
But
out
then
and
he
invisible.
died.
So
Whoops.
he's probably donezo.
Well, okay.
Maybe Judas's ear can sniff him out.
Maybe. I know he was freaking out because he's like, well, I'm dying and I'm invisible. Literally nobody will find my corpse. But I think also at the time there was a mountain of corpses there, so I feel like somebody might have accidentally walked on him.
Somebody will ask questions.
So
Listen,
there's a side condition for invisibility to go away.
also, Fujita is right now right next to the giant Aikawa thing, right? Fujita's
Yeah.
gonna become absorbed into whatever that bullshit is, probably.
No! No!
Fujita will
please!
become the big bad.
Actually, I'd be okay with that.
Fujikawa.
I just want Fujita to live. It's kind of funny that Risu was inside Aikawa for 6 years. I'm just saying. Thanks, Jeff.
Ca-
I
just
needed
casually
somebody to
bring it up.
laugh.
Just casually bring that up.
I've been sitting on that joke since we started. I literally was gonna be like, Shadow, but I don't know. I think it's funny.
Issues now.
Hi.
Excited to see
God damn
Natsuki
it,
resurrects as the true final boss. True. That
No!
could happen. Natsuki is now one with the boss. Natsuki
out of this.
Natsuki is in there. Natsuki's not gone. Natsuki's in there. Okay? Natsuki is a part of the
Natsuki
amalgamation.
DNA.
Natsuki
Well,
could be
have
the
we
key
seen
to
her
everything.
head?
Yes, actually. Dokuga specifically
Yes.
finds the head, I think, yeah. But
Yeah.
that it's empty, hollowed out, right? Like all the other heads in there are hollowed out. So
Right,
there's a
right,
shit ton of
okay.
heads.
Yeah.
There's like
There's a lot of
walls
heads.
and walls of
Oh,
heads.
wow.
Like horrific amounts of heads
They did not go back.
that they gathered in like a week.
like-
They gathered all of those in like a week there. Because they were like
It makes
Okay.
me wonder, like, how many people are left in the sorcerer's world.
not many, because most of the sorcerers that
not
did
many.
survive fucking left. So which
Yeah,
surprised
true.
me at the amount of people that they saw were affected by the rain, but most of them were probably also cross eyes in the area too. So, because the cross eyes were pretty much the only ones still there. But again, as we saw, it doesn't take much to just infiltrate that place. You literally just draw cross eyes on yourself and you're fine. So I don't know.
Completely incognito.
Risu goes into the hole and some dudes try to rob him at some point. He's like, you know what, actually? That's a good idea. Try to
Fuck
fucking
it.
kill me. See what fucking happens now, right? I
Fuck around,
want to
find
get
out.
some memories from
Fuck around.
Chris real quick.
For real.
And he kind of was like, all right, stop that. I'll take you back into the past. Because at first, Risu was more reasonable and was just like, you know, I can figure out who killed me myself. I don't need you guys to
You guys got
waste a
4
time travel
goes.
thing
I'll
on me.
let you. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can. I was like, oh, that's pretty chill of Risu, actually. But then they're like, nah, we'll take you back. I guess I want to find out about Kaiman anyway, so we'll just go back. Which now Risu knows everything, and that'll probably come to bite them in the back in the future. But we'll see.
Who knows? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Are they gonna animate this
Dude.
part of the manga? It's like too much heads. I don't know. Yeah.
Can't fucking believe that they robbed me of Twink Katsukabe for like 3 volumes. That was criminal of them, number 1. But number 2,
What's wrong with old
How did he-
What's wrong with him?
I don't like him.
He's a delightful man.
I think that he's always a delightful man. I wish
Listen.
that I was in Haru's position, okay? Kissing him? I think that he's a little cutie. But how does he de-age? Has that been touched on
No.
yet?
No.
No. Well, specifically
power.
now he's de-aged again because Haru set him back to that, but I don't
Yeah.
remember what caused him to be like that though. But specifically, she
Okay.
changed him back to like the older version because she felt gross about being with him when he was in the little boy body. So
Which honestly, I respect her for that. Actually,
Yeah,
like good
yeah.
move, girl.
she's like, "Hey, I want to fuck. Okay, I can't fuck you like that. That's not gonna be
Yeah,
good."
yeah, okay.
Which
I'm
reasonable.
gonna be honest. Of Alex, of the anime that I've seen, it already doesn't look that great. So,
Wow, Anne's
they
out here
probably
being a
won't have
hater again.
problem.
Anne's just like
I am being a
3D
hater.
CGI. Gross. I'm not watching this shit. It's unwatchable.
I can only watch 3D if it's XR. Thank you.
Or Ruby.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that the way that they did the borders was kind of funky. Like how they do the anime skins in Fortnite. It looks kind of like that. So it
You
looked
watched-
I
weird.
have no frame of
You watched
reference.
Dorohedoro and it was like, this is just like Fortnite, you know? It's 3D. I don't know.
Person who's only ever played Fortnite. This looks a lot like Fortnite.
You played Fortnite and Minecraft. You're like, well, this doesn't look like Minecraft yet. So there's still time.
Yeah.
Though. There's still time. Actually, there was one of the endings. I don't know if you saw some of the endings of it yet, but one of the endings of it, I don't think it is Minecraft or whatever, but I think it's like
like
End
Doom, it's
playing
like Doom.
Doom. Yeah, it's like End playing Doom.
That's
or like
funny.
shooting mushrooms.
Oh,
or
I
something
love
like
that. Actually,
I was gonna also say.
Vegetarian Doom.
I was gonna also say, now that we're definitely past the point where the anime stopped, I feel like at some point I want to do a rewatch of Dorohedoro for the seasons that are currently out, or
No,
the
you
one
know,
season
bad,
that's
bad.
currently out. I forgot how many.
The
There's
one
only like
season,
12
yeah.
episodes, right? Me and Shadow have
Yeah.
seen it, but I don't think anybody else has seen it in the group.
I mean,
I have
once
not
again, it was
seen
my first one, so
So
it's
that'd
been
be
a bit.
interesting. I still have to do summertime rendering as well because I didn't actually manage to sit down and watch summertime rendering that weekend that I said I might. So that's still a thing as well. But probably Dorohedoro at some point soon might be a cool thing to do. So. All right.
The real question is, when we watched Familiar Zero.
Well, me and Ann
No.
already did. We're not subjecting
oh
anybody
yeah,
else to
well
that.
yeah, Chap's seen it.
We watched at least the first
I-
season. But
We watched the first season. No, don't.
I will not be subjected to
Don't.
more, okay? Second season will
Just
probably
keep it that way.
end with Natsuki death. Probably. I feel like it'll either end with
That's
that
about right.
or the amalgamation thing might be a little too far, the Aikawa amalgamation thing.
I'll watch
But-
Dorohedoro just to watch Natsuki die a second time.
Listen, that's fucked up. Okay, why are you gonna be such a hater? You showed up here, you're like, you know what? Natsuki's new form? Fucking hate it. Hate all of it. Natsuki
What the
died?
fuck?
Fucking great. So glad she died.
Hey,
Oh, Chap,
you're like, oh, you're
hold
being
on.
a hater. At least I'm saying that I liked a plot point.
You're saying that you liked Natsuki
Yeah,
dying.
hold
That's
on.
called being a hater.
When did Natsuki get a new form again?
What? Natsuki got like the cocoon form in
Okay,
the weeks that
I guess
Ann
that
wasn't
counts as
here.
a new form. Okay.
He looks like a giant tardigrade,
I was talking
but
about
not in a
Nikaido.
cute
Nikaido's
way.
new form.
You
Oh,
said
yeah,
yeah, I know, but you said Natsuki, which I found funny.
Yeah, you did say Natsuki, so that confused. But
Okay,
okay. I'm just
you're on
like
here hating
it.
on
I don't
Nikaido's
get it.
form. You literally started the stream by saying I don't like what's going on with Nikaido.
Literally.
It flabbergasted Miko. I heard it. Okay.
I think it's fine.
My point is, I may be a hater, but liking the fact that Natsuki died means that I liked a plot point. So therefore, in that one regard, I am not a hater.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
No.
does, sorry.
I'm preying on my enemy's
Shadow, you don't know
downfalls.
what ranch is. You're never able to vote on this. No.
Okay, I know what it is now. I know what it is now, okay?
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, okay, but Shadow's also a Domino's hater, which I agree with too, but it also makes us haters. So it's
Oh,
fine.
Domino's is terrible.
Wow. But like I said, I'd be fine with it if it's free. But I feel like you paid for
Does Shadow even know what pizza is?
it. That's a good question.
I paid
I've
for
made
it
I I've made pizza before, okay?
with
All in
What
it.
kind
campus
of,
money.
okay, wait, hold up. What kind of pizza do y'all think Shadow like? What is the creation that Shadow has made that he's defining as pizza? That's what.
So
I
one time
want.
when we were camping, we made pizza on sub rolls. So it was a sub roll with tomato sauce and cheese and pepperoni.
I feel
That's
like
a sub sandwich. Yes.
No, it was
that's
pizza.
not a pizza.
I feel like it was a.
That's a sub sandwich. Good
feel
for
like-
you.
I think my one of my schools growing up used to try to make us pizzas every day like that. They call them like deep dish pizzas or something like that. But they were literally just pizza, but on half a sub roll. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's a sandwich. Yes. Yes.
Miko's in denial. That's definitely a pizza.
No.
No, I don't think it was a. When I
You
ate it, I
sure-
didn't think it was a
you
pizza
sure-
either. But I was just like, it's
You
fine.
sure
I
it's not
guess.
Chicago style pizza?
We just called it pizza when we were camping. But that's the kind of pizza that Shadow made. As
No, it's
in,
not.
not pizza. Yeah. Did you
All right.
toss the dough in the air?
Yes.
No shit.
Okay.
That's kind of
In-
impressive.
Incredible. Well, I'm glad we're all ready to be a part of Nikaido's cooking show here. I'm glad we're all ready to be a part of Nikaido's cooking show here, but
was
she
very
cooks
salty.
gyoza. She cooks gyoza. She doesn't cook pizza, okay? So remember to order yourself some gyoza when you can for the propaganda, all right? It's
Well, we get
important.
an Italian Dorohedoro.
Yes.
Also, it goes to a replace with pizza.
All right. Do we have anything else to say before we wrap up for tonight? Anything else we want to bring up?
Consume
thoughts?
pizza.
Any predictions that we have? I'm locking it in.
More
Fujita getting
gyoza.
absorbed. Fujita's getting absorbed into the amalgamation. I'm locking
He's
it in. Final
morbid.
answer.
Damn it.
I think Fujita might just be dead, and I'm really sad about that.
How do you think
Guys, did you
Ebisu's
forget
gonna
about the
feel about
condition
it?
to remove the invisibility? Come on, you guys already forgotten? It was mentioned specifically.
I don't remember anything. I
Well,
can't
yeah,
read.
but honestly, the only reason that I say that is because all of the other deaths, and I think Natsuki could come back because he had the line where he was saying that it's getting cold. Like, it reminded me of Oppie. Like, my batteries are low and it's getting dark. Like, that's what it made me think of. I don't think he's coming back.
Look, they said the same thing in Mega Man, and look what, oh wait, never.
That's where we get our real facts from. Mega Man. All right, that's where we base
Yeah,
all
look-
of our information from. That's the real
Look,
shit.
Only the
right
most
there.
accurate
Say-
information.
I had only most accurate propaganda from me.
All right. Well, what is the fate of Fujita? Will Natsuki return? Is Nikaido going to become an unlicensed devil? Will we get more gyoza? Will Kaiman ever return? We'll find out more in the next episode of Anime Book Club, because that is
And that is
Dorohedoro.
Dorohedoro.
Wow.
If you're here for consistency, though, I will continue to be a hater. Do not worry.
Don't
Okay,
worry,
that's
we
the
never
one
doubted.
thing that's consistent.
We never doubted. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up to another amazing week. We will be back here again next week at the usual time, 8 o'clock Eastern time, which, again, if you tuned into the stream and the time was slightly different, it's because daylight savings happened where we're at. So clocks moved ahead an hour where we're currently at. So anyways, 8 o'clock Eastern time. If you don't know what time that is in your time zone, you look it up. You can figure it out. I believe in you. I believe in you. You can do it. And if you're interested in getting an alert for when these things start, or for talking to us in Discord, or any other kind of things that you want to do, keep up with other content, I have a whole bunch of stuff you can check out. The YouTube channel where you can like, you can subscribe, you can member, all that kind of shit. And you got the Twitch where you can follow or you can subscribe. We got the Kick where you can follow and then never use the platform again, because why the fuck would you use Kick when you have the other platforms available at that time? But it's there as an option for people, okay? And your mom's Apple smartwatch, just ask her if you could watch the stream. She'll know which stream, because it's the only stream, all right? And the Discord, you can find that by going to discord.wolfborg.com with 1G. That's a 1G. I got the 1G for the website name, all right? And that's all we have for this week, so we're going to wrap it up. Goodbye, stream. We will see you next week. Goodbye, stream.
Bye.